Welcome to this video about upcoming space economy and how you can make money with it. Let's go through some opportunities, and the first one is reselling Starlink. So this is the satellite internet system made by SpaceX, and in some instances people just want to use this for a few days or a few weeks, and then you can be a provider of it. For example, you can buy 10 systems and rent it out to people that want to hike in the mountains but still want to keep their connectivity. You can obviously look into helping, for example, certain businesses that only need systems for a few weeks, or if there's like a conference in a certain area and they need more connectivity, you can help them out as well. So reselling Starlink can be definitely interesting. Second option is to use a metal detector to find asteroids and resell them. How can you do this? Well, in some remote areas such as deserts, there's often asteroids that fall down and no one finds them because it's very remote. And you can use a metal detector to find these asteroids and resell it. Asteroids contain a lot of valuable materials, and if you can find the metals in them, you can resell them and obviously make some money with it. Always check the local regulations to make sure that you're compliant. But in some instances, you can just use the finder keeper system, where you can, as the person who finds it, resell it as well. So it can take up some research or some work to find out where the asteroids came down. But once you have done this, you can narrow the search area and use a metal detector to find them. Another option is to resell collectibles. There's a lot of space memorabilia, sorry, it's a difficult word, from the 60s that you can purchase and then maybe later on resell. For example, some astronauts are currently still alive and they still sell art that they sign. Maybe in a few decades it will become more valuable. Obviously, you will have to make sure that you buy the right items and do your research to determine which ones are interesting and which aren't. There are a lot of collectors who are interested in these space items, so if you have a good knack for knowing what will become valuable, you can buy it now and resell it in a few years. As more and more satellites get launched, there is also more data. For example, there are updated pictures of Earth every few hours, and you can use this for data mining and data analysis and resell your conclusions to companies. For example, some investment companies use this data to check how busy the parking lots are, or if factories are at full capacity or not. And they also check the status of the farming season to check if everything is going well or not. And all these valuable data points can generate a lot of revenue. You can also opt to create your own museum or to create a course and go to different schools where you sell the service and just make sure that people have more knowledge about space and STEM in general. And if you have, for example, something unique in demonstration system to show how gravity works or how the planets rotate, and so on, you can go to schools and offer them unique service where you can teach students and show them how space works and what is happening out there. The next opportunity is creating a boot camp where people can enjoy a space simulation on Earth. For example, you can build a base where people can simulate and experience a flight from Earth to the moon, and this can be used as a team building, or it can also be a boot camp that people do to become more creative or more mental resilient, and also teach people how they can live in these challenging situations. So this bootcamp could be interesting for people. and they might want to see how they will react to these challenging situations. People travel all the time for their hobby, so there are a lot of people excited about space and they want to actually get a more immersive experience as well. And then finally, you can also look into some public space companies. At the moment, these might be more risky because their business models are not always proven. But if you do a more fundamental analysis or you have deeper insights than other people, it could be interesting, especially in the coming years as more and more companies come to the public markets and you have a lot of knowledge in this area, you can have an advantage. Obviously, it's still very risky, so it's important that you do your research before investing in them, and this is definitely not financial advice, so do your own research and determine what company is valuable and which are not. Probably a lot of companies are not going to make it even, so be very careful when you do this and do your research and work with a professional if needed. And yeah, this information is just for entertainment purposes only, so do your own research. So in this video we discussed some options that you can use today to make money with the upcoming space economy. All of these are very exciting, and in the coming years we will see more and more options, such as space mining, or maybe even opening a restaurant on Mars, or a lot of other options. It's probably also possible to license a technology from people who are working on Mars and discovering new ideas and so on. So very exciting times ahead for the space economy, and I just wanted to share some opportunities with you. Thank you for watching this video, and I wish you a wonderful day ahead.